There's Lurch. Piggy AI? I gotta look up this Piggy AI. I'm gonna definitely look that up. It's unreal. So yeah, like I don't remember the story. I know he's like 3,000 years old or something like that, along with his Pokemon. Don't know how he got here, but excuse me. But my favorite in each generation, if I had to rank them, Gen 1 starters were Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Ivysaur, or Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. And Charmander was, so my favorite was Squirtle. My second favorite was Charmander, and my least favorite was Bulbasaur. But I liked all of them. They didn't really, it was just I had to put in order. For Gen 2, my favorite was Totodile, my second favorite was Chikorita, and my least favorite was Cyndaquil. But I liked all of them. Again. Gen 3, my favorite was Torchic, my second favorite was Trico, and my least favorite was Mudkip. I know everybody loves Mudkips, you know, that sort of deal. I still liked them though. Gen 4, the 3 starters, my favorite was Turtwig. Then after that was Piplup, and Chimchar was my least favorite. Gen 5, my favorite was Snivy. My second favorite was Oshawott. My least favorite was Tepig. For Gen 6, my favorite was actually my favorite is Fennekin. My second favorite Chespin, and my least favorite was actually, or no, second favorite was Froakie, and least favorite is Chespin. But Gen 4, Gen 6 or 7, my favorite was Rowlet. Second favorite was Popplio. Least favorite was Litten. Favorite from 8, I don't remember the water. I don't remember their names. I just know my favorite was the water starter. Second favorite was the fighter. Least favorite was the grass. In Gen 9, I don't remember their names either. Favorite was funny. Anyway, for Gen 8 or Gen 9, my favorite was the fire type. Second favorite was the grass type, and my least favorite was the water type. But Gen 9's starters were kind of like in a situation with Gen 1 where I kind of liked all of them. I didn't really dislike any of them. I just, if I had to order them, that's how I would do it. Now, if I had to rate all of them, like out of those from 1 to 5 for each of them. So this is how I do it. For Charmander, I would pick probably 3 out of 5. No, 4 out of 5. Squirtle 5 out of 5, and Bulbasaur about 3.5 out of 5. Then for Gen 2, Totodile 5 out of 5, Chikorita 4 out of 5, and Cyndaquil 3 out of 5. For Gen 3, Torchic 5 out of 5, Trico, like a 3.5, and Mudkip 3 out of 5. For Gen 4, what was it? A Turtwig 5 out of 5. Piplup, I'd probably give that a 4 out of 5. And Chimchar, I didn't like that design that well. It's a 2.5 out of 5. For Gen 5, for Snivy, 5 out of 5. For Oshawott, maybe 3.5 out of 5. And Tepig, I didn't really like that design either, so 2.5 out of 5. For Gen 6, Fennekin, 5 out of 5. Froakie, 4 out of 5. And Chespin, or no, 4, yeah, I'd say 3.5 out of 5. For Gen 6, or 7, Rowlet, 5 out of 5. Litten, I didn't like that one at all that much. This wasn't appealing to me, so 2 out of 5. And Popplio, 4 out of 5. Gen 8, I don't remember, but the water type, obviously 5 out of 5. The fire starter one, that one's 4 out of 5. And the grass starter is, it's just plain boring to me, at least. It doesn't look exciting. So 2 out of 5. And then for Gen 8, or Gen 9, the, I think it's Food Cocoa or something like that. Gen 1, or Gen 1, the fire starter, that one's 5 out of 5. The water one is 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5, and the grass one is 4.5 out of 5. So you can see that they're very close to each other. Am I recording this? Okay, I'm making sure I'm recording this, because sometimes I forget to record things, and then I end up having to redo everything. Yeah, that's my alarm every time I have to go to work. That is when I meet up with the gang, I guess. I think? No, not yet, I guess. Just meet up with her. Oh man, here it is.
Ladies, take position. Straight lines to the hedge and fountain. Keep the pool clear. Yes, ma'am. You stay with me. Do not signal unless I tell you. Right. I'll stay quiet.
The flamingo is running the plastic flamingo. Anyway. I have to cut that, yeah. Man, those shorts are so short. It's insane. Those shorts have shorts. That's how short they are. I'm changing. Because I have the gear. I look like a stooge. It'll be easy, son. Oh, his name is Az? I don't think that's actually the name. I don't remember. Because, like I said, the last time I played... Huh. Anyway, it's been a while since I've played Pokemon X and Y, because that game came out in 2013. That came out like 12 years ago, and I was 21 years old when that game came out. I just was able to start drinking legally. Not so like reminding me of the Mighty Keith theme. It's a thing. It's like before then I couldn't drink. It's like, really? It's like, and it's like, no, you could drink before you were 21. It's like, really? Not legally, but yes. But anyway, It's been 12 years since I played X and Y, so I don't really know a lot of the story behind it. And I don't remember if that's his actual name. I know that he showed up, and I don't remember when he showed up in the story of X and Y. Which is why I wish they would port some of these games over to the Switch 2 or the Switch. Like, I mean, I know it's easier said than done with some games to be ported over from the 3DS or the Wii U to the Switch because of the... Oh, that's bleeding. No, it's not bleeding hard, so it's fine for right now. Because some of them required like the unique gimmicks of those systems, like 3D has a second screen and the Switch's gamepad. That's why I'm kind of surprised how they were able to make Pikmin 3 work, as well as Luigi's Mansion 2 from the 3DS. Though I don't think the 3DS version of Luigi's Mansion 2, I don't think it really used too much. She's got a cute design. I like her jacket. I don't think it used the bottom screen too much to the point where like it was an issue. And I think it's the same thing with the Miitopia game that was brought over from 3DS to the Switch. As for Pikmin 3, I was kind of surprised considering the 3DS version, or the Wii U version, was heavily reliant on it in a lot of ways. But it's hard to say. But I would love them to just port over some of these 3DS games. Port over, because like, and the reason I say that is because I can, I'm not endorsing this, but I could play Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on emulation without having to worry, because the 3DS emulation, while it's there and I can do it, it kind of runs like crap. Oh, I can't change my look yet. But like I was saying, Gen 1 or Gen 6 and 7, I really don't have any way of playing unless I want to replay them on my 3DS. I mean, I have a 3DS, but I kind of just, I don't know. I would like them to be ported over to the Switch. I mean, it would be nice for the Pokemon Company and Game Freak to re-release Gen 1 and 2 on the Game Boy / Game Boy Color on Game Boy Online. And then for the case for Gen 3, it'd be nice if they could re-release Fire Red and Leaf Green as well as Ruby Sapphire and Emerald on the Game Boy Advance Online. They haven't done the DS yet, though. And the thing about the DS is it worked well with the Wii U because of the gamepad. So, poop out water with grass. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, what was it? I forgot the name of it already again. Yeah, the DS worked well, the DS worked well on the Wii U because of its second screen. And obviously, if they would have re-released them on the DS, 3DS would have worked there too because of the second screen. Though the Switch had the touch screen on its on the gamepad, so it worked out. So if you wanted to move it off the TV and move it strictly onto the gamepad only, you could do that and use the touch screen. Basically, you would hold it sideways, like upwards, and not on an angle, or not like a controller. You would hold it upwards like a tablet, because that's essentially what the gamepad was a tablet. And you would just, use it like you're playing the actual DS game. With the Switch, it's kind of hard to do that, at least from a standpoint of it being allowed to be used outside of being a portable only thing. There's only like a handful of games that are portable only, and what are we going to? That's how many wild areas? That's it? Just 6? That's really boring. And the biggest one is the graveyard one. Anyway. But anyway, like I was saying, the only way, at least from what I'm seeing, the only way that what was it? Oh. A pack of wild street boulders. The only way that you would get the DS games, as far as I'm aware of, to work on the Switch is to allow them to be only portable, meaning that you can only play them in portable mode, and they can't be played on the TV screen. I mean, they're doing that with the Virtual Boy games, where you can only play them with the Virtual Boy headset. You can't play them without it. And I'm wondering, I mean, that's how you could... and I keep forgetting, that's right, they are adding the Virtual Boy to the Switch too, which is one of the weirdest choices I have ever seen for them when it comes to their stuff. But it is interesting. That means Nintendo is trying to. It looks like they're trying to gather all of their IPs, past consoles, and then just reuse them. I mean, we already got the Super Nintendo. We already got the NES. We already got the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color. We have the Game Boy Advance. We have the Nintendo 64. We have the GameCube now. And I guess to an extent, we also have the Genesis, which was added. This still leaves the DS, the Wii, and now we got the Virtual Boy. But this still leaves the DS and the Wii, which are consoles that they are old enough consoles for them to emulate, especially since the Wii motion controls and the nunchucks, or the Switch controllers, the Switch controller, I forget what they're called, have motion controls and can act like a nunchuck in Wii mode. So if there ever was a way to emulate them, it would be possible. The DS would be a bit hard because of that thing. The only thing I can think of is maybe using the motion controls. But the thing is, when it came to... that's right, you need the motion sensor thing. That's how you did it with Pokemon, with the Wii, and where the Wii games, you need the motion sensor thing to be hooked up in order for it to work, or it wouldn't work at all. Or you have to use a controller. So, getting into that regards, I think Nintendo's next step for Virtual Console, or online console, is going to be the Wii. I feel like it's going to be the Wii because it's the easiest to do for the Switch, for the Switch 2, because if they're not releasing the GameCube for the Switch, one, I can guarantee the Wii is not going to be released for Switch 1. The Game Boy, or the Wii, is most likely going to be a Switch 2 exclusive online thing. And I see them doing it because, like I said, it's so easy to implement it into the game due to the fact that it is an online, that is a motion-controlled centered console, and the Nintendo Switch isn't motion-controlled centered, but it does have motion controls in it with its Joy-Cons, which do act as, do have HD rumble and motion control in them. That's how you're able to, some of the games are played with motion control through the Joy-Cons.